Hey, what's up everyone? I'm B.W. Roses, and I guess I want to talk about something that not a lot of people have talked about lately. I mean, everybody talks about the upcoming summer movies for this year and the next couple of years, but I want to talk about the movies I'd like to see get made, and mostly what they are Disney movies, Disney Channel movies. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, what are you talking about? What do you mean Disney Channel? Well, what I'm talking about is the animated series that Disney Channel has first produced in recent years. Now I know you're thinking, oh come on Brian, those kind of series, the only ones that are acceptable have been done. Not really. Let me explain. True, Kim Possible has been made into two different movies, but there's a potential right there for a third. True, Proud Family has gotten a movie, and there might be the potential for a second. But then again, there are those animated series out there that have never gotten a movie yet, and have a lot of potential to be made into one. For example, let's start out with one of my personal favorites that I've really taken a liking to every night it comes on. Well, if I'm up at the time I watch it. And that's Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. Now the reason I've taken a liking to this one is because I find it ironic, I find it funny. I mean, I like how Brandy is the kind of character that acts snobbish, tries to act better than what she is, but then in the end, it's revealed that she's really a sweet, kind dog, or young girl, that really cares more about her friends than herself, even though she tries to act differently at the beginning. And the reason I say this has potential is because you take a character like Whiskers, who's a little vain, a little wacky, but his heart's in the right place. Now, why do I think this one should have a movie? Well, apparently, the last episode of the series got a lot of people talking. And apparently, the entire series got a lot of people talking. I mean, let me explain what I'm saying. Everybody, I remember watching a video online that somebody made as a Brandy and Whiskers tribute. And one of the things they were, and this tribute focused on the more romantic side of things, basically Brandy and Whiskers as a couple. But then I saw the Spanish version, I have not yet seen the English version, of Rip Van Whiskers. And we see a scene in there at the end where Brandy kisses Whiskers, because that's one of his wishes, because he thinks he's going to fall asleep, from what I understand. And then when you look at the comments for this video, a lot of people are saying, finally, and some are saying, and then it was love from there. This is why I think there's a lot of potential there. Because if what they're saying is true, and apparently from what we have been hearing in descriptions for certain episodes is true, then there's potential there. You see, this is how I look at a Brandy and Whiskers movie taking place. What I see happening, and I've been thinking about this, I'm thinking that a Brandy and Whiskers movie, the storyline that could center around that, is that a hotel, human-infested, human-owned, human-built hotel, can be built and opened at the end of the Amazon, on the other side of the Amazon jungle where they live. And what would be ironic about this hotel being built and open and being run by humans only is what would happen if, let's say, Whiskers and Brandy's best friends, Lola and Ed, spotted a group of humans going in, and one of those, and a pair of those, and a certain group of those humans that are going in looks like the family Brandy has shown pictures to everybody of. You know, her family. So, basically what I'm saying is, what would happen if that came true? If Brandy discovered her family was attending this hotel, because let's say her family has had the reputation of being the first guest to, stay in new hotels when they open. What would happen if Brandy's family was there and she reunited with them? I'll tell you what would happen. It would be called the test of true friendship. Because I see, if this movie was to be made, because it's just an idea on my part, if it was to be made, I see Brandy basically having decision making. I mean, a huge decision, emotional decision to be made. Does she want to stay with Whiskers in the jungle? Does she want to go back with the family as she's always dreamed? Or does she want to go back with the family and bring Whiskers with her to be part of that family? You see, I think if you add all that in together, that would make one heck of a movie. I mean, no doubt about it. Take my word for it. I think it would make one heck of a movie. And I think if you add in music and songs that are similar to the two songs that were used in So the Drama for Kim Possible, and some of the songs like that were used in High School Musical and High School Musical 2, the more romantic songs, and happy, jubilant songs, then you might have something there. But that's just my thought on what could be a Brandy and Whiskers movie. Now, there are other shows that could have movies. Like I said, Kim Possible has the potential of having a third movie. The reason I say she has the potential of a third movie is it's real simple. Imagine this. Kim and Ron in college. Same college together. Kim trying to stay on top of her studies, her and Ron trying to do that, but are always being called off into certain cases or on certain missions. And it's kind of messing her up. But then, add in the fact that Ron is trying to build up the courage to do the one thing a lot of us Kim Possible fans, and yes, I am a Kim Possible fan, I like the series, would love to see him do. And what's that one thing we'd love to see him do? Well, we finally saw him fall in love officially in So the Drama. What would be the best thing for him to do in a third movie of this caliber? That's right. Pop the question to Kim. Think about it. What better way to really finalize the series than to have Kim Possible and Ron, than to have Ron pop the question to Kim and have them get married, but have them in college. I mean, just think about it. It'd be so awesome if a third Kim Possible would be centered around that. And as far as the Proud family goes, speaking of college, how about Penny going off to college? How about that? The Proud Family 2, the Proud Family movie 2, Penny's graduation. Her and her friends graduate, going off to college. Think about it. Wouldn't that be something? I mean, that would be awesome. But then there's another show called The Replacements. And, well, I'm not totally sure about The Replacements yet, if they're good or not. But those are the Disney Channel movies I think would be potential-wise, have more movie-wise potentially, eventually. Brandy and Whiskers, Kim Possible, a third Kim Possible, and a second Proud Family. Oh, but there is one more, American Dragon. Now I know you're thinking, well, yeah, that does have the potential, but what would it center around? Well, apparently at the end of the series, everything was kind of reset. Rose was reunited with her family and they're off somewhere else. But what would happen if something bigger happened, something took place, to let's say Rose ended up having these flashbacks and she realized, well, wait a minute, I did have another life, but my original life, my family was given back to me, and that life was taken away. You know, and what if, let's say it's like towards graduation, high school graduation, and it's a big old world taking over, the huntsmen are back and everything, like a legendary huntsman is here. I mean, just think about the potential there for an American Dragon movie like that. But that's all I can say about the certain Disney Channel original series I'd like to see made into movies and made into sequels again. Because I think, and believe me, and you might agree and disagree with me on this, those have potential. But that's all I can say for now. So, for June 5th, 2008, I'm B.W. Roses. Peace.